Ladies and gentlemen, I set out to find the biggest scammers this year, the year of the COVID, the year of the scammer, and I think I succeeded. I have 5 for you, and we're rating them from 1 to 10 on a scumbag scale. Guys, we have people who bought strippers with loan money. We have people who lied about the cause of coronavirus, who promised immunity.
Silver solution would be effective.
Well, let's say it hasn't been tested on this strain of the coronavirus, but it's been tested on other strains of the coronavirus and has been able to eliminate it within 12 hours.
We have people you won't believe. So stay to the end so I can give you the number 1 scammer of this year, in my opinion. But before we get into that, let me just say this. Look, COVID-19 has caused so much more damage than just the people who got sick. I mean, I think that's the most obvious thing. But because of how many people who don't have jobs, it's never been a better time to be in the scam game. Why? Because scams do well when people are desperate, when people need something, when they have some incurable problem they need fixed. The snake oil salesman can come in, make a quick buck. It's music to the snake oil salesman's ears when they hear, oh gosh, I would do anything if. And so I think it's extra important now more than ever that we expose these people for who and what they are. So without further ado, let's just get into this list, shall we? Look, at number 5 on the list have been these so-called small businesses getting loans with the PPP, and they're not actually small businesses, right? They do over $1 billion in revenue. For example, Atlantic Diving Supply, we've been over this in another video, you can go watch it here or here. They have several $1 billion in revenue, and they're getting small business loans for millions of dollars. We also have people like Kanye West. Kanye West makes more in a day than I do in a year. They got a small business loan for millions of dollars. We were told when all this started that this wasn't gonna happen, that these small business loans, they're going to the American people, the little mom and pop shop, you know, abuelos down the road.
But again, the intent of this money was not for big public companies that have access to capital.
That's where they're going. They're not going to the big guy. It's not for the big guy. And it just turned out to be a total lie.
The $350 billion payment protection program quickly ran out of money. It handed out millions to corporations and left small businesses without a dime.
This is just pure greediness, and you're taking away from your fellow Americans, the people who actually need this money.
I will comment, there have been some big businesses that have taken these loans. I was pleased to see that Shake Shack returned the money.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry about corruption in our government. Shake Shack returned the money, guys. Hey, there's no problem here. Shake Shack returned the money.
But I'm only going to give it a 5.5 out of 10 for scumbaggery, and I'll explain why. Look, it is bad, but at the end of the day, if they are actually paying out their employees with that, and they're keeping more employees, it's bad, but it's not as bad as what we're going to get into. Number 4, though, we've also got PPP loans. Dude, this has been the source of some of the biggest fraud. And these are the people who get the PPP loan by fabricating government documents saying, I have this big business, you know, just believe me, government. I have all these employees that I'm paying out, and they actually don't. And then they go spend that money on things that have nothing to do with their, you know, imaginary business. For example, there have been people who've gone to Vegas with the money.
Justice Department released this surveillance photo showing 40-year-old Andrew Marnell sitting at a blackjack table in Vegas, fraudulently received more than $8 million using fake applications.
There have been people who bought Lambos with the money. Recently in Texas, a guy upped the ante. He didn't just buy a Lambo, he got strippers and a Lambo. He's outdoing David Hines. David Hines from Florida, who we've talked about in the PPP Chronicles, he just did the Lambo, baby. This guy's up in the game. He's saying, no, if you want to be a true scumbag, you got to get the strippers with the Lambo.
And he allegedly spent the money on strip clubs and nightclubs, a Lamborghini, Rolex watch, and used some of the money to buy a new pickup truck.
Oh, I forgot that too. He also got a Rolex and a pickup truck. Have you no shame? Dude, if I got illegal money from the government, why would you go spend it immediately? That's like a total red flag. You're going to get yourself caught. Which is why I believe that, you know, only the most obvious cases of fraud are getting prosecuted. I guarantee you there's 95% of these cases of fraud will never get discovered. So I'm gonna put that as number 4 on our list, 6.5 out of 10, I would say, on the scumbag scale. And I would have rated it higher, but they're ultimately stealing from the government, not from the American people. And as you'll see, our top 3, they're just literally stealing from poor, desperate people. I mean, that's what these guys are all about. So let's jump into the top 3, shall we? At number 3 on the list, we have Marc Ching. Now, this guy is a real character because he's got a whole past. He's actually sort of a celebrity for his animal rights work.
My name is Marc Ching. I'm the founder of the Animal Hope and Wellness Foundation,
which kind of has its own problems with it, which I'm not gonna get into here. But Marc Ching, his big thing that he's gotten in trouble for and why he's scamming people is because he invented a little nutraceutical that supposedly would prevent COVID-19. It would strengthen your immunity to COVID-19. Now, what did he base this off of? Absolutely nothing, right? He has no proof of this. It was Thrive, a little CBD thing, right? He's like the quintessential California guy who thinks that weed and CBD is gonna cure you of literally every disease known to man. And he got busted by the FTC, and with good reason. I'm gonna rate that a 7 out of 10 because you're not taking money from the government in this case. You're taking money from like desperate old people who wanna cure themselves of COVID-19 or strengthen their immunity before they get it. Now, from here on out, the top 2, it's a tight race. Now, the second biggest COVID scam that I've seen come out comes from Jim Bakker. Now, you guys may know Jim Bakker from a little clip. Let me play it for you real quick, where he said that silver could cure the coronavirus.
This influenza that is now circling the globe, you're saying that silver solution would be effective.
Well, let's say it hasn't been tested on this strain of the coronavirus, but it's been tested on other strains of the coronavirus and has been...
Hey, friend of the world, stop. Look at that flashing in the lower thirds. $80, $120. Look, you can get Jim Bakker's birthday special, 4 silver solution 4-ounce gels for just $80. What a gentleman to give that away like that. Look at that. Now, what's funny is no one ever did a follow-up piece on this, but I think there's some funny stuff that happens after it. Because after claiming all this stuff, Jim Bakker says he never said that. He never said it, right?
And so here we are in a place.
By the way, sorry for stopping, but notice the still bottom thirds. He's still selling stuff. The Cub Go generator. Make checks payable to Jim Bakker show.
Over one word said on the show. Basically, it was not even me.
That's right.
Who was it?
It was our guest, Dr. Cheryl Salmon.
And he throws it right under the bus. He's like, look, I didn't even say it. All I said was, so you're saying.
You're saying that silver solution would be effective.
Oh, I love this guy, dude. He also complains that, look, he's not even allowed to get credit card payments anymore. You got to send him a check, otherwise he's going to be broke.
The warfare continues with our credit card company, the company that processes credit cards. We were notified that because of the negative news, they have put a hold on all our funds. And within 2 weeks, we will be totally financially broke.
2 weeks? You only got 2 weeks? All of that corona money and you only got 2 weeks of savings? Jimmy? Hey, save it up, buddy. I don't know about that, but I'm gonna go ahead and rate that an 8.5 out of 10. Using people's faith to scam them into believing in your little silver solution cures, absolutely hate that. But it all pales in comparison to our number 1 spot. And now I'm gonna be honest, most of you probably haven't heard of this company, but you're gonna be shocked when you do. Sunrise Nutraceuticals recently are getting shut down by the Federal Trade Commission, and the FBI just raided their warehouse after it was discovered that they were selling a, drumroll please, $23,000 coronavirus cure. That's right, apparently some of their supplements, including immune stem, aphtipate, interferons, are uniquely qualified to treat and modify the course of coronavirus epidemic in China and other countries, and that users can expect the disappearance of viral symptoms within 2 to 4 days. Just $23,000, guys, no big deal. $23,000. Look, I swear, dude, these scammers hear about the coronavirus and they're so excited because big problems make people desperate. And when people are desperate, you can take their money. Now, apparently, in an investigation, an undercover investigator asked who to, I really don't know how to say it better than that, I apologize, The president and executive officer of Golden Sunrise Pharmaceutical Inc. and Golden Sunrise Nutraceutical, an undercover investigator asked them, hey, my mother's sick, she's 68, she has COVID, and the investigator asked if she should take her mother to the hospital. This person apparently said, no, you cannot go in there. Instead, why don't you just buy our products? That's right, 68-year-old grandma? Sounds like a customer to me. I mean, I don't even know what to say at this point. This is so far off the scumbag scale, because it's the triple threat. You're lying in your advertising, you're stealing from poor people, and you're taking advantage of a tragedy. I literally don't know what else to say. And I guess what caps it all off is this video that apparently one of their, people released where they're trying to calm down their Facebook group about, what's going on. They're saying, hey, it's no big deal.
This came in the newspaper today. This is the newspaper today.
By the way, that's just an article about how their office was raided.
I'm going to give a real quick little explanation and let you know we're here. We're fine. It's all good.
It's not all good. Hey, it's not all good when you're selling a $23,000 treatment plan of COVID-19. It's not good. No, but nothing's good about this. Oh, I can't imagine.
When we hear FBI, it's like, oh, what's going on? What's happening? And yes, the FBI was here. Yes, they did a search. And I'm just going to tell you, we're fine. We're good.
Sounds like the speech Jake Paul said to his team, probably. Hey guys, we got raided by the FBI, but it's all good. I would say this price gouging makes them the biggest scumbags on earth. 10 out of 10. Congratulations, Golden Sun Nutraceuticals. You win, but don't worry, everything will be okay. Let me know what you guys thought. I mean, I don't know. Is everyone seeing what I'm seeing? Do you think I missed anybody? I couldn't include everyone in here. There's a lot of scams that happened this year. But let me know if you thought I should have included anyone. And yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching.
And don't forget to smash like and subscribe. Thank you.